Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And with this offense, what about DJ Fluker?
Came out of Alabama, could play tackle, could play guard. He's so big, Brandon, I think he plays both at the same time.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Play fake. Murray. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
From the 38, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Colin Saunders busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first down, Carson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Now it's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Open man is Kirk, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with a final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it now with Juszczyk.
I got you, boy.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Murray gets this one to Juszczyk. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Downfield offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check out.
Seven consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Carson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Carson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. On 2nd and 1, Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now he lets it go deep. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And it's a fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gary Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Defense.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Murray, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Murray now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80%. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Colin Saunders able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on yourself.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He'll try and run it. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. They'll run with Edmonds again. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball. On the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. From the 30 on second down, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Murray from midfield. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Murray again. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he lost the football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Now it's Peterson. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 39, Murray. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They go play action here on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Murray now on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Murray now to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
You see me out here? That's right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That second down play nets a -4. So the victory here for Seattle. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Seahawks, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.